Hi, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. In this episode, we're going to show you how to play the 2 to 4 player game Kerflip by Creative Foundry Games and powered by Game Salute. And in this episode, after we show you how to play, we're going to actually play through a few rounds of the game, and you're going to be able to play along using some slightly modified rules in order to keep track of your own score and see how you do. And I think you'll get a really good sense of how the game works. So join me at the table, and I'll show you how we set up to play. So to start, I'm going to take the bottom of the box and drop it into the lid, like so. And this is our playing area, but just underneath of this, we're going to find the sand timer, which I'll take out, place nearby. And then there's this box. Inside the box, there's a bag. And inside of the bag, we have 89 double-sided letters. And they have white on one side and kind of a reddish color on the other. So all 89 of these need to start the game inside of the bag. And I'm going to put this box back in here. This is going to be important a little bit later, and you're going to see why. We've also shuffled and placed face down the different bonus cards right into the slot here. And now we're ready to play. And this game, I think we can learn how to play it as we play it. So I've been joined by my niece, Amy.
Hi.
And her husband, Jeremy.
Hi.
Okay, and we've all played this before, right?
Yes.
Jeremy, have you played?
I watched it.
Watched. So I mean, he might be at a
I
slate.
watched it played.
Yeah, very good. I like this guy. To start the game, we're each going to need to draw a certain number of tiles from the bag, and that's based on the number of players. So we're each going to draw 4 tiles.
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to keep these a secret. And you shouldn't be looking at them, and neither should your opponents be looking at them. And then, once everyone has grabbed their 4 tiles, the last player will say go. And then we're all going to drop them on the board. Not yet. When I say go for real. Go. All right. And so now all the players flip the tiles as quickly as they can, ivory side up. So now the next step is that we all look at the letters available on the board, and we have to try to come up with a word. It has to be at least 3 letters, and when you think you have one, you want to commit to it, you just say it out loud.
Goofy.
Okay, so there's the first one. Now, the important thing here is that we never touch anything on the board. Nothing stops because there are still 2 other players who need to call out words. And we can't call out the same word, but we could call out a variation of the word that was already called.
Money.
Okay, very good. Now, a second word has been called. And if the last player, me, if I'm taking too long, the other players can flip over the timer to hurry me up. And if I haven't found a word when that timer runs out, I'm going to score 0 for the round. And when we play, we always flip the timer when there's 1 player left. It just keeps the pressure up, keeps things moving. Speaking of which, I am going to say moody, because I'm feeling very moody about being the last player to get a word here. Okay, so now it's time for us to score for the round. And we do this in the order that the words were called out. And Jeremy, you called out your word first. And what was it again?
Goofy.
Goofy, right. Now, did you mean the Disney character?
No, just his personality.
All right, well, that's good, because you're not allowed to use proper nouns, abbreviations, hyphens, or apostrophes in your word. And Jeremy's going to score by flipping each letter of his word, and you get 10 points for each letter that you flip. So go ahead, Jeremy.
All right. We have 10, 20, 30.
And for this one, let's just wait for a second. You'll notice there's a number marked on the tile. Only some tiles have these, and for being the first person to use that letter in a word, Jeremy will get to draw that number of bonus cards.
All right.
So these cards will have a random bonus point marked on them, and they're revealed at the end of the game. So for now, no one can look at them, not even Jeremy. So Jeremy, you can go ahead and finish scoring your word now.
All right. 40 and 50.
50 points. That's not too bad. Now, Amy, I think you were next, and what did you call out?
Money.
Right. So now Amy's going to flip all the tiles in her word, and she'll score the 10 points as usual. However, any tiles that she uses that were already flipped by a previous player only count as 5 points. So go ahead, Amy. Score up your word.
10, 15, 25, 35, and 40.
That's right. 40 points. And remember, no bonus cards are drawn for tiles that were flipped previously that had numbers on them. And Amy, even though you scored the same number of tiles, you got 10 points less than Jeremy. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know what? You can always have a comeback, so you better watch out, Jeremy.
Well, listen, I'm about to have my major comeback with my big word, moody. This is going to be a disaster, because a lot of these were already flipped. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Now, I've recorded these scores on a piece of paper right here, and now the round is over. And we clean up by putting any unflipped tiles into the bag. So those ones are going back, and then any that were flipped, we just slide them off the board into these two little chutes here. So you can see one of the challenges is, should I call out an easy word that I see right away, or should I wait and try to find a longer, more complicated word? Jeremy managed to do both fast. He got a long word, and he did it first.
And I got a bonus.
And he got a bonus card. So, Jeremy, you're doing quite well so far.
We
have a little bit of work to do here.
A lot of work
to do here. Now, what you would do is you would just repeat that process again. Everyone would grab 4 new tiles, throw them on the board, and off you go again. But I just want to show you one other tile that you haven't seen yet. So let's pretend we're doing a new round. We're all dropping our 4 tiles on the board. Now, you'll notice there is this lightning tile, and they're double-sided. This one says 50, this one says 25, but this one you do not flip when it hits the board. This is going to tell us how many bonus points the winner of the lightning round will receive. But let's finish flipping over the rest of the tiles, and now the first person to call it a word will receive the lightning tile bonus.
Geek.
Okay, enough. I'm not even going to play through this. Let me just show you how this would work. So after we're done scoring, because Jeremy called out his word first, he would get an additional 50 points along with all the regular points he would score for his word. And then during cleanup, when you remove all of the flipped tiles, you always remove the lightning tile as well. Now the game's going to end as soon as someone's reaching into the bag to get their tiles and there's not enough. The bag is empty. You don't play that round out, you just score right away. And anyone who has bonus cards can now flip them over and add those to their score. The person with the most points, they're the winner. If there's a tie, the person who had the fewest bonus point cards is the winner. Now, you might be wondering, we've been dumping these tiles into the box. What a mess this is going to be to clean up, right? Wrong. Because now all you have to do is take the box, turn it like this, give it a good rigorous shake, and then when you flip this top open, all the tiles are in the box. Super simple. Now we can just dump them right back into the bag, and you're ready to play again. Speaking of which, we should play again.
Yeah.
Because he did too well.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, and now it's time for us.
Oh, yeah.
Us to do better.
You better be careful.
Uh-oh.
Now, you've been watching along. You understand how to play, right? So why don't you play along with us? We're going to play through 3 rounds, okay? And then you at home, you're going to see the tiles hit the table at the same time that we do. You just call it a word when you want to, but pay attention. Were you first, second, third, or fourth to call it out? And then when we're scoring, you score your tiles based on how the tiles have been flipped at that point in time. Now, obviously, when you call out yours, it's not going to affect our scoring. But keep track at home. See how many points you collect over 3 rounds, and then you can share it with us online, and we'll see how you did. So let's start by each of us drawing 4 tiles, and let's see if we can come up with some clever words. All right, we've all got our tiles. We're dropping them on the board now. Oh, we've got an X in here.
Oh, dear. Coats.
Very nice.
Jets.
Oh, they're throwing the timer down. Okay. That's no problem. Slate. Okay, so who called out first? Was it
Me.
Amy? What did you have?
Coats.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and score that up?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Bam!
Oh, not bad at all. 50 points. Jeremy with Jets, what do you got?
10, 20, 25, 30.
Respectable, but you also get to draw 2 cards because the J had a 2 on it.
Awesome.
So go ahead and take those 2 bonus cards. I'm not sure I'm going to have done quite so well. I had slate, so 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 points. Now, if any of you at home scored with a J or the X, you might be collecting some additional bonus points. If you somehow came up with a word that had both J and X, you could be getting a lot of bonus points. What I'm going to do to compensate for that is I'm going to flip over 4 of these face up so you can see them, and this is the order in which you're going to collect those points and add them to your score at the end of the game. But now we're ready to start a new round. So these are going to leave the board, and these will go back into the bag. Now, before we start this round, how's everyone feeling?
I'm feeling really
You're feeling good?
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy, I think you're probably feeling a little better than me.
A little better. At least I got a couple bonus
Right.
cards.
We have the same points right now, but you are ahead, I imagine. Now, there is one bonus card that's just worth 0, but there's none that are worth negative points. So you're definitely ahead of me at this point. But we're ready to start a new round. So we're each going to draw 4 new tiles,
Yep.
and we'll go again. All right, go. It's a flurry of hands, and now there's only one vowel. That's going to make it tricky. I feel like I should have something by now. Bend. Something simple. I'm going to start the timer on both of you in a second.
No! I'm trying to think of something with the bonus points. Keg.
Oh, keg. Nice one.
Oh,
Timer's
no.
on, Jeremy. Hot shot. That timer is just running down. That second timer goes fast, isn't it, Amy?
Oh dear. Tick tock, tick.
Men.
Oh,
no.
That's sad. Sad. Okay, well, now we're going to have to score this up. So I'll score first because I called out first with bend. B-E-N-D for 40 points plus the B had a 1 on it. So I'm going to draw a bonus card. Amy, a very impressive keg.
I'm scoring 10, 15, 25.
And you also got to draw some cards there.
I think it was a 2.
I think it was. 2 cards. Now, Jeremy, what was your impressive word again?
Men.
Men. Excellent. So, go ahead.
I'll get 10, 15, 20.
20 points. Now, if someone got really crazy, it's possible that they scored 6 of these bonus cards. I think it's highly unlikely, but, my viewers are pretty intelligent, so I'm going to lay out 6 cards just in case. All right, so now we're just going to clean up from this round. All the used tiles get put away. The unused tiles go back in the bag. I feel like we've been picking on Jeremy a little bit. I feel kind of bad.
I have no problem with that.
No, I do. I think because Jeremy did so well in that first example round, I've been kind of gunning for him, and I'm feeling a little more confident now. Feeling more confident now. Okay?
Okay.
I'm actually a little more worried about you at this point.
You should
Jeremy,
be.
I propose an alliance. Okay?
I think so,
Let's
yeah.
squeeze
No,
right of this thing.
This is
Yeah.
not okay.
This is okay.
Guys against
I'm your
girls.
elder. Respect your elders. Okay, time for a third round. I hope you guys are doing okay at home, too. We're going to grab our 4 tiles each and then dump them on the board. And go. No lightning round. Molten. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Wow.
Woo! Would love to have used that W, though.
Wade.
Oh, Amy, the timer has
moat,
started.
moat,
oh,
moat,
very
moat.
good, very good. Okay, no bonuses coming to me, but 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Oh.
60 points. Jeremy, you came in second. You had...
Wade.
All right.
10, 20, 30, and 35, plus a bonus.
That's right. 35 points for Jeremy.
Plus a bonus.
What about you, Amy?
5, 10, 20, 25.
Moat, 25 points. And I'll flip a card over for you at home in case you also use the W in your word. Well, we're only doing 3 rounds, so we're finished now. But we do need to add on our bonus points. So let's flip those over and we'll add them to our score. So these are our bonus points. I got a big 5. Amy, you got...
10.
And Jeremy,
25.
25. Not bad. Even though you pulled that 0, 25 is better than both of us. All right, I am holding the final results here. There's a little glow on my face. Don't read into that. Read into it. Okay, so this means total score. This is interesting. You guys both scored 110. A tie.
As it should be.
Now, technically, if you guys had tied for first, which they didn't, but if they had, we'd have to do a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker, who had the least number of cards? Amy, you only have 2. Mm-hmm. So you beat Jeremy. Okay? And it's really sad, Jeremy, because you have 3 cards and
I
one of
had
them's
the
a 0. What a disappointing way to lose that tie. I, however, have 135 points. I can't believe it. I didn't think I was doing that well, but I did all right. I'm on the home turf here. But listen, I hope you guys had a really good sense now of how Kerflip works. If you have any questions at all, though, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. Happily answer them as soon as I get a chance. Also, share your scores with us. Share the words that you found. Put them in the comments below. Let us know. Other players can then compare their scores against yours. Maybe even beat me. You probably did. But until the next episode, thanks for watching. And then we drop them all on the board. Go!
Oh, one fell in.
Now we can just take the bag. I don't
Blag.
The blag.
Take the blag.
Take the blag, also known as a blag. Don't judge me. Give it a shake. Are we making it worse? No. Flip this. Are we making it worse? Yes.